Welcome to the Experience Podcast. What I've just demonstrated here, this is literally a jungle gym, and it's a gym in the middle of the jungle. Right outside, there's banana trees. There's a papaya tree like 5 feet from me. There's mamachinos, which are these red fruits, of which I'll be harvesting more of. Um, and also on the wheelbarrow that I have over here, I just harvested this massive clump of bananas that are super ripe and large. And I'll show you those right now. So this is one of the largest clumps of banana I've ever seen. They're really ripe. Mm, so fresh. It's literally right off the tree. Tree ripened. Um, and Oh man, that's breakfast. It's phenomenal. There's potassium. So what am I doing in this location specifically? Um, what I'm doing here is specifically harvesting fruit, and um, in this area, the fruit I'm harvesting is bananas and mamachinos, which the mamachinos are this tree that you see beyond me, and they're these red fruits. So I'll be harvesting a bunch of them, and that's what I'm doing in this area specifically. This location is in Fuente Verde, which is in the Diamante Valley. So once I'm done eating this, I shall continuing harvesting more fruit. Like, there's such an abundance here. This is a neighboring property to where I'm staying at right now, which is Bee Home. And there's so much fruit, like the neighbor invited the owner of the property where I'm at to just come harvest fruit. There's like too much for him to eat and for their family to eat, and there's an abundance, and there's literally too much food in this area. Uh, there's more than enough, and as a byproduct, people have full stomachs, and as a byproduct of that, they have the option to now focus on up leveling their consciousness through exercise, through reading books, through connecting with each other, through song, through plant medicine, through dance. And all of these modalities are allowing the human mind to expand, because here in this area, in the Diamante Valley and Platanillo and the surrounding area of Costa Rica, but specifically where I'm at now is Fuente Verde. And here in this area, the basic needs of a human are met. There's food, there's water, there's shelter, there's community, there's people uh, collaborating and connecting with each other. And because the basic needs are met, the focus, the conscious attention can now focus on other aspects. And that allows for an expansion of consciousness. The majority of the human life is spent on, um, was spent on, it's not so much now in present day, but in the past, the majority of the human experience has been focused on gathering food and water and meeting their basic needs. Today, that's no longer a thing. Today, the basic needs are essentially met. And there's still areas of the world where this is not a case, but here in this specific area in Costa Rica, that's definitely the case. Like there's so much food, and as a byproduct, there's a up leveling of consciousness occurring, and um, we're all one. There's no separation. So as an individual, as we up level our consciousness, that is affecting the whole of the collective consciousness. I love you, and stay tuned for some fruit harvesting. So this was like 2 minutes. Um, these are mamachinos, and this specific clump, multiple clumps actually, were close enough to the ground where I could literally just walk up and harvest them by hand. Um, the others are higher up, so I'll be using a pruner pole to harvest those, but I just wanted to show these. So these are going on the wheelbarrow, and I'll be harvesting more, and then we'll see what the final uh, how much we actually harvest altogether. I love you. Yes, you watching this. Maybe no one's told you that today. Maybe you don't hear it often. I love you. So food abundance, it's essentially our birthright. And right now I'm in the Garden of Eden. Here we eat, because there's abundance of food. And the food and the water show up outside of us when we've internally tuned to it. When we start to see the world as through an abundance mindset within us, the abundant mindset manifests outside of us in physical reality. These are mimones that I was just harvesting. They're a fascinating fruit. So they have a jelly type of thing on the inside, and there's a giant seed in the middle, and it's slightly sweet and citrusy. It's not very filling, so it's more of like a hydrating thing, which is essential in the tropics. So in this jungle gym, you literally have the potential to exercise, find potassium on the trees after you finished exercising, be eating mimones during or after your exercise for hydration, and essentially your nutritional needs are provided right here surrounding this gym. It's really amazing. And now I want to demonstrate some other things that are here. For example, there's something called stingless nettle, and those are here. So these beauties are stingless nettle, which is why I can touch them, and they're a green. So these can be eaten, and they're a vegetable. So stingless nettle is growing all around the external of this jungle gym also. It's highly nutritious. We'll go through the jungle gym. Here's some mulberries that are growing. So these are gorgeous mulberries. There's just a small bush, a mulberry bush here. And right in front of us are more mimones, or mamanchinos. And these mamanchinos are what I just harvested. And as you can see, there's many, many more on surrounding trees in this area. Mamanchinos, these trees are just fully loaded with an abundance of them. And now, here are some young bananas that are growing. These are immature and they're still moving towards maturity till they're ready. There's more bananas. And now as we walk over here, you can see the wheelbarrow, and I intuited that I had enough space on this wheelbarrow, but it's very full, and I literally could fill 3 more wheelbarrows with mamanchinos, which is the small red fruit that has, it looks like prickly on the outside, but it's not prickly when you touch it. The prickles are soft. So this is the final product of the harvest today, and this is for a community, so this is for multiple people, and that is the new way. That's when we are independent beings. We don't need anybody else. We're fully independent, connected to God, and then we choose, or we have the potential to be interdependent with other people, where there's 2 whole, complete, sovereign beings that are independent, working together in an interdependent relationship. So this food is a contribution, first of all, from the owner of this land to his neighbors, then second of all, me harvesting the food, and third of all, sharing it with multiple other people in this community. So this is the potential of what's available when we tune to it inside of us, and it starts within. And if we're in our head, we're dead, and if we're in our heart, we have the potential to experience life in a way of faith and flow and trust and community and purpose, and being fully aligned with God's intention for our vessel, our being here on earth. Oh, there's another thing. So this is yucca, and this is a tuber that's a starch vegetable that's essentially a giant potato. And I discovered this while I was harvesting the mimones. And when you peel the outside skin of this, the inside is completely white. So this is a starch like a potato, and this plant is the cassava plant, and they use this plant to produce tapioca. So this is yucca. I'll also be sharing that. And with that, that concludes this video. This is a different video. It's not so much a podcast format. If you want to see more of this type of content, leave a comment and just speak to what you liked about it, what you didn't like, and your insights on like the video and this type of content. And I invite you to comment on future video ideas that you would like to see. So I love you. I honor you. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Your time is invaluable. There's no price tag that can be put on your time. It's infinitely valuable. My time is the only thing I have the ability to, in a sense, control, and the same goes for you. And it's not so much control as it is navigating it and using it to the optimal for Neil's vessel, and then additionally for the collective humanity, which is being of service to others. And that is why I'm incarnated here on earth, is to be of service to you, to we, to one. With that, I love you. Peace.